Hello, Mr. Abdouch. I'm Dr. Nguyen. Is it okay if I talk with you today?
Okay, yeah.
You seems to be a little bit hesitant. Is there anything that you can share with me?
Um, well, your accent sounds like you're not from around here. Where are you from?
My family is from Vietnam, but I've been here and I have training here.
Well, I understand folks from where you're from like do this Eastern kind of medicine. And honestly, if you don't mind, I'd really rather see a doctor that does like Western kind of medicine.
I can see how you could think that. There's a lot of traditional medicine in Asia. But however, I can assure you that I receive all my training in the United States. I went to medical school here. I received residency training here, and I am well qualified to practice Western medicine. And I would love to help take care of you if you can give me a chance. May I ask, is there a particular concern that you're having today?
Well, yeah, I've got some chest pain and it's got me pretty nervous. I don't usually go to the doctor for much because I don't honestly I'm not crazy about doctors in general, but figured I need to probably get this chest pain checked out.
Mhm.
You seem kind of young though, and I'm wondering if maybe I should have someone older that's been around longer trying to figure this out with me, and maybe even a male doctor because I'm not kind of uneasy about having a woman poking around on me.
I'm sorry that you're having a chest pain. I can understand your hesitation. Have you had a negative experience with maybe a young doctor or a female doctor in the
Mm,
past?
not really, because I don't go to the doctors very often. I don't know. I just don't know if I should be messing around with this chest pain with somebody who just is so young and may not appreciate what I'm going through.
Mm.
Yeah, just having a woman poking around on me, I'd a little bit private that way.
I'm sorry to hear that. I really want to be able to take care of you today. I have been practicing medicine for a long time. Even though I look young, I appreciate you think that I am young. I've had thousands of patients, and chest pain is one of the things that I see on a regular basis. And I really want to be able to help you if you can give me a chance.
Okay. Well, let's give it a shot. And I guess, if it doesn't work out, we'll try it otherwise, huh?
Yes, yes. I think chest pain is a very serious concern, and we want to make sure that we evaluate it properly in order to take care of you and make sure that you don't have any future complication.
I like that. So
Mhm.
let's give it a
Yeah.
shot.
Yes.
Let's
Thank
give it
you.
a shot.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that's all well and good, but I wouldn't expect you'd say anything different than that you know what you're doing. I mean, you're not going to tell me you don't know what you're doing, but honestly, I'm just not really comfortable with this whole situation. And, a young person who is a female who I'm not comfortable with, and I'm not even sure if she knows American medicine. And I just think I'd really rather see somebody else. And do you have someone else here I could see?
I respect you. I respect your concern. I think that, if you don't feel comfortable, I would not force you. Unfortunately, today, I'm the only doctor here today. And, one concern that I do have is that if we delay evaluating your chest pain, this could lead to a bad outcome. If we could have caught this earlier, any delay from the evaluation and treatment, that's what I'm mainly concerned about. But if you're really persistent, then I could see if I could call a different clinic around here to see if they have anybody have an opening to see you today.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best thing. No offense, don't mean to be rude, just not comfortable.
Yeah, I understand. It's okay to voice your opinion, and it's tough to work with somebody that you don't feel uncomfortable with. And I'm sorry that you're uncomfortable with me today, but I would try to help you in the best way that I could.
Appreciate that. I do.
Okay. So that's it. There's nothing else you could do. If the patient don't want you, they don't want you.
Yeah. And that happens. You
Yeah, and
can't
it
take that
happens.
personally either. You can't take it personally either because, I said something earlier that I'll say again, and that is the way you feel is a choice. You can choose to feel offended or put down or whatever, or you can just say, well, it's them, not me. I know what I know. But when you start questioning yourself, you're really going down a path that you really want to avoid. I mean, it's okay to question things you do, and it's a good thing to do. When every experience you have should be a lesson for the next time, whether it's a patient interaction or how you manage their a case or whatever. But you shouldn't question yourself as an individual. Because when you start doing that, when you don't trust yourself, why should anybody else trust you?
So I think the scenario just answered my questions because I think the most challenging patient, when the patient has some discrimination against based on your age, the gender, or the race. So I think after the scenario, I understand how to handle that situation better.
Thank you for role play. I have a question for you, Christina. How do you feel when the patient trying to hook something or they don't trust you? It seems to me that they have racist here. So how do you feel and how do you manage your feelings to keep the professional's appearance so that you can reflecting the patient's feelings only, not your feelings,
Right.
control your feeling and reflecting the patient's feelings to benefit for the patient, not for you. I just want to ask for your tips to help us in the future. Maybe we can cope with the challenging patients.
That's a very good question. When a patient is racist against you or make comments about you because you are being, young or female or your characteristic in general, your voice, your accent, you feel very personal. However, what I find helpful for me is that I know my value. I know who I am. I don't need the patient to tell me who I am. And when I'm with the patient, I am there for them. I am there to assist them, to help them. And if they don't want my help, then that's okay because I know who I am. If they think that I am not a good doctor because of something that I do, then I take that opinions in order to improve. But if they say that I'm a bad doctor just because I'm a woman or because I am from Vietnam, then, I don't think that's true. And I don't believe that. So I don't take it personally. And a lot of time when the patients are there with you, they have a situation, they have a problem, they have a lot going on in their mind. They don't think straight. They don't think clearly. So I try not to be angry. It's very easy to be angry because you're just why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? But you have to take a step back and think that the patient is in a very bad situation. They are hurting. They having pain. They have a lot of fears, a lot of things going on in their mind. And I just don't take them personally. That's how I think. But the most important thing is you have to be confident in yourself. And like Dr. Abdouch said, confident is a feeling. And the feeling can only come from knowing your value. You have to know your value.
One thing in our conversation, Dr. Christina did that I thought was really important, and that's she asked me, did I have a bad experience in the past? Because sometimes that question will actually open up a whole new conversation. Had I said, yes, I did, we'd have an entirely different conversation. But if she hadn't asked that question, it would have never come up. I just happened to say no. But some people say, yeah, actually, I did have a bad experience, and here's what happened. And now we're back to if you have more information, you'll know what to do. Because when you have that information, the conversation goes a whole different direction. So it was really important that she asked that question.
Dr. Christina, I think you did such a good job with the patient. I think that although the patient was really resisting, you asked him several times, like, if you can give me this chance to take care of you. I think those validations are really important. And also, even at the end, when he still don't want to do it, you still say, okay, like, it's okay, but I think that you should check out your abdominal pains as soon as possible. I think you follow through till the very end. It shows that you really care about your patients. So my question is, what if while you're treating them and they say something like, I feel like you're incompetent, or, disrespectful way, is it appropriate for you to stand up for yourself? Or when is it appropriate to do so?
Yeah, I think that's a very good question. Dr. Abdouch, do you have an example of how that?
I follow that pathway that I talked about earlier. When they say something, when they make a judgment on me, my question to them is, and what led you to that conclusion? What did I do that triggered you to have that feeling? I try and find out, what do you mean by that? Before I decide just at surface value that they really think I'm incompetent. They may say, just because you're an idiot. Okay, well, now you've crossed the line. You can't say that. But first I want to find out, why do they think that? What did I do? And then if they have a good answer, then I can respond to that. Because the word incompetent is pretty broad.